Hi, everybody. It is 11:15 on this Wednesday, the 27th of October. Welcome to Central Valley Talk Live. I'm Austin Reed, coming to you from our Tower District studios inside the Mike Briggs building. We thank you for joining us. Halloween is coming up just a couple days away from now, and then November hits. I don't know how that's even possible, but it is. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Austin Reed on Air. We're going to be live and local until just after 4 o'clock this afternoon, so stay with us. We have so many guests lined up for you. Our first guest is joining us live via Zoom in San Diego. She is an author. Give it up for Marie Wishert. Did I say your last name right?
Yes, you got it.
Got it. Marie sent me this beautiful card right here, a thank you card, because she also sent me her book, and I've already been reading a little bit of it. Marie, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for this card. That was so sweet of you. This is a new book. It's called Ignite. It is a fiction novel. Before we get into the book, I want to hear your story. How long have you been an author now?
Well, I started this whole process about 6 years ago, but in my day-to-day life, I'm actually a dentist.
Oh, really? Oh, how interesting. Okay.
Yeah. And I just kind of sat down one day. I'd always wanted to write as a kid, and I reached a point in my life where I was like, I've never pursued that side of me, and I need to. It just was this like really, really strong urge. And so for probably 2 years, I kind of just kept writing this whole series. And then I ended up just sitting down with it, breaking it apart, taking a couple of years off from it, going back to it. And last year, around quarantine time, I really just took the time to get it all put together. Ignite released March of last year. And I finally started owning this whole I'm a writer thing at that point. I was like, okay.
You've got this. You've got two careers now, not just one, two careers.
Yes. And I mean, at this point with, the economy as it is, it's good to be, all over the place.
Yeah. I'm like that as well. I do a number of things. I think so many people are moving in that direction. Tell me a little bit about the thought process of Ignite. It's based on a girl, Ruby, right?
Right.
Yeah. And she has this pregnancy, but she goes through life not really trying to pursue her dreams, but there's a lot of roadblocks in the way. Do you want to go into more detail?
I think, she really goes through life avoiding experiencing it. It's this idea that, you've got to get everything under control. You've got to have your business in order, your life in order, and you can't ever put your toe into the waters where you might go under or where something bad might happen. So she never really does what she really inside wants to do. She loves the arts, she loves traveling, but she lives in Fargo, North Dakota. And it's a mindset there that you have to become, you have to fulfill all of these things before you can kind of be carefree. And so she's just kind of done that her whole life, never really questioning why. And then she reaches the point where she's like, if I don't let that side of me free, I'm going to just wither up and die. And so she kind of gets going on that. And the book Ignite actually came from writing the second book, which is what I sat down to write initially. And when I got to the end of it, I was like, this book doesn't make sense without the backstory. And really what this evolved into becoming is a memoir trilogy. So it kind of takes a reader through the entire experience of what brings someone to that point in their life where they finally say, oh my gosh, I've missed it. I've missed out on all these cool things in my life and I want to make up for it. And then the whole process of what do you do at that point? How do you react? I always say midlife crises happen, men buy cars, women write books.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the process. And then, so the second book that comes out that will be coming out March of next year is going to be how she reacts at the end of this book when she kind of reaches that point where she's like, I I did all these things and I've missed out, and now I want to go and experience my life. And so that's book 2. And then book 3 kind of wraps it all up. And
how are you feeling now that you are a published writer? What's that like for you?
It's so funny because I always felt like all of these things would change and I would have this like baptismal reality, like, oh, I'm a writer. I am me. And I think I finally just calmed down so much and realized that nothing is really going to change. I do this for the art. I do this for writing the stories. It's never left me. If it was something that was going to like be a phase, something would have dwindled it. Now it just, I own it. I embrace it. It's part of my daily life. And so that's really kind of where I'm at with that,
Do you when you sent this book out to the different publishing companies, what was that feeling like? Were you pretty nervous, or?
It was, oh my gosh. So that part of me was so anxious. And when I was in that part of this whole process, there was so much anxiety going on, so many emotions, and you get rejection after rejection. And I even have like a reel in my Instagram where I'm literally just like frazzled. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
It is so hard to break in. And,
right.
Whenever I hear stories, because I interview authors now too, and I have people that are like, oh, I sent the book out and I got, somebody write back and I got a publishing contract. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It was years, and I worked with some people and then I had to cut ties and like take the work back and move on to other avenues. It was such a long process. By the time somebody actually gets a book out, there are years and years. That's the tip of the iceberg. And then there is this whole world that this person has put forth, and a world of crazy, an emotional roller coaster that was treacherous that they powered through to get to the publication actual final result. It's cool, like, to know.
So tell me a little bit more about the title. How'd you come up with that?
Oh my gosh. So this book actually has been through evolutions too. And at one point I was just calling it like the Terrible Love Memoirs, because she kind of has this obsession with the National and the song, The Terrible Love. If you've ever heard that song, it's this like super powerful, all encompassing song that just overtakes you. And like, so that was kind of where it was at first. But the whole process of this book is really, she has this experience and it changes her. And there's a lot of references to that, like how she was just kind of this pile of kerosene soaked rags waiting to ignite, and she just needed a match. So when I was finally breaking it up into the segments, Ignite it was a theme that was resonant throughout the whole book. So we finally went with it. And once I picked it, I was like, yes, it's the title. You search Ignite, there's a million books called Ignite, but hey, it was fitting.
Yeah, it works. There's a million Austin Reeds out there, and my network's called the Austin Reed Network, so it is what it is.
Yeah. And then in going with this theme, we were looking at book 2, and the woman that I'm working on putting book 2 out with, finally, she gave me Wildfire, and I was like, yes. So I can't wait. Like it flows. We're going to have it all going.
So let's talk a little bit about the perfect audience for Ignite, for our viewers that are watching today or on our replay on our YouTube. Who does this story relate to?
So I would say middle-aged women, business travelers, like just kind of free spirits, souls with open minds, anyone who just is really into exploring life in its greater, ways of being lived. Somebody who has an open mind, and someone who is looking to, kind of go on a different path with someone that they might not be able to have this conversation, but they're wanting to explore some of these deeper topics about themselves, about, just alternate paths in life. And instead of, putting it out there into the universe, they just want to become very like introverted and read it in a book and experience that with another person. That's my audience. I of course got comparisons to like the Eat, Pray, Love, that kind of story where it is very transparent. It's something where you want a glass of wine and you want to sit down with your like tightest girlfriends and say, oh my God, this.
I love it. I love it. Tell me a little bit about, so what's next? We've got about a minute left. So I want to hear about, you've got the second book.
Yes. So the second book is an entire universe of crazy. This book ends with her just kind of, well, I mean, I don't even want to say, but she's like, I'm going to change everything. I'm going to fix this. So book 2 comes in and she's just like, all of these things I've missed out on life, I'm going to go do them. And I'm going to write a book while I do it. And it is, it's wild. It is experience unlike any other book out there. When I was writing it, I just kept telling myself, write a book that you've never read, because that's what needs to be out there. And when it comes out, it's definitely going to blow some minds.
You'll have to come back right before that happens, okay?
I would love that.
Awesome. Marie, thank you for joining us. Of course, people can learn more at mariesworldofwriting.com. And also, people can buy your book. Where are all the places they can buy it?
They can buy it on IndieBound, Barnes & Noble, and Amazon. If you go to my website, all of the links for purchasing options are there. And then you can follow me on social media. I'm very active on Instagram. At Marie's World of Writing is kind of my handle for everything.
And the holidays are coming up, so this would be a perfect book to buy your wife or a middle-aged woman.
Yes, exactly.
All right, Marie, thank you for joining us. Enjoy the sunshine down in San Diego.
Oh, I will.
All
Every
right.
day I do. Yes.
Take care.
Take care.
I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. We'll be back with another guest coming up in just a bit. Don't go anywhere.
Aqua Nails Spa is the most luxurious nails and spa salon in Fresno and Clovis. Our staff are friendly, courteous, and highly skilled. Come in and let us pamper you. Located at 1398 Shaw Avenue in Clovis, California, on the southwest corner of Shaw and Sunnyside. Also located at 1850 Herndon Avenue, Suite 111 in Clovis, California. Have dents or dings that need to be removed from your car? Well, look no further. Here at Say Magnifique, we offer paintless dent repair, interior repair, windshield repair, wheel repair, scratch and automotive touch-ups. A new headlight restoration system guaranteed to never have your headlights dull again. Say Magnifique is a mobile business and will come to you. Reasonable rates guaranteed. Don't hesitate to call 559-704-7525. That's 559-704-7525. Say Magnifique, your one-stop auto body shop.